Being introverted or shy or awkward or the quiet kid or whatever, it low key sucks, but it's low key amazing. And low key it's great, but it also kind of sucks. I actually don't mind it that much. Like staying with sticking to yourself. You it being just you most of the time, just chilling, doing your thing. Just relaxing. It's kind of nice, especially at school or anything of the sort, or public spaces, or anything really. Just being alone sometimes is very calming. It's very relaxing, especially when you're alone with God. Even that is like even better, right? By God, I mean like reading a word, because technically you're never alone since God is always with you. But what I mean is like truly wanting and truly like actually doing something to actually want to be in His presence, not just existing, but being alone physically. What I mean is just being in a room or going to school and being alone there in a way of like you're by yourself at lunch or in the classroom. You'll talk to nobody. When you go to a public place like a movie theater or a restaurant, you're by yourself. And at times being alone is low-key, again, it's kind of nice. It's kind of relaxing. It makes you feel like the main character of a movie for some reason. Like it low-key feels like sometimes you just be monologuing to yourself of like, nobody here knows it, but one day I'm gonna make it. It's like, yeah, I feel like every guy's like that. Every guy's like that. Every time they're alone, every time they're in school, whatever, and they're alone, they see everybody around them with friends or whatever, other people, girlfriends, boyfriends, and you just are alone there, like sitting there, like nobody knows it, but one day I'm gonna become a millionaire. It's like, yeah, fam, yeah, sure, everybody says that, but what I mean is like, yeah, again, being alone is nice, but sometimes it's just you kind of do want to be extroverted. Is that the word? Yeah, extroverted. Sometimes you really just want to like budge into those conversations, especially with a conversation that you're like interested in. Like I can't tell you how many times I've heard people talk about stuff that I like or stuff that I know or something like that, and I really want to talk to them about it, but I just don't, because I don't know why. Like it just feels like there's something holding me back. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but like, it's just something of like, I'm just not motivated enough to do it. I'm not motivated enough to like actually go up to them or somebody or whatever to talk about it. Like I like Marvel, Star Wars, DC, and like movies and all that. So every time I hear somebody talk about all that stuff, I'm like, I kind of want to join in because I like all that stuff. But I just decide to stand back and just watch, I guess, and listen. And it kind of sucks because you really do want to budge in sometimes. But other times it's just like, hey, it's whatever, But yeah. Other times, I can tell you like also how many times I've gone on Instagram and looked at my school's Insta or looked at anything or any club or whatever, and when you see all these people and you know some of the people in your high school, you see everybody else in high school living their life and like, I don't know, living their life, and you go in the school's Insta, or I can tell, or like a thought I have like, every time I pass the hallways, every time I go to class, or every time like, anybody in my classroom, I always just sit there wondering of like, everybody here is living their own lives. And a lot of them are extroverts. A lot of people in my class, bro, they be like going up to the teacher, having football conversations, playing games, and I low key want to join in. I won't lie with you. Like today, bro, they were playing Nintendo Switch in there. I think they were playing Mario Kart. I don't know, and I low key wanted to join in. A part of me was like, should I go up there? Should I? And like, I decided not to though, because yeah, I'm an introverted. So yeah. But at times, bro, I feel like whenever I do like go out there or put myself out there with people, whatever, it low-key feels like a drain, bro. I feel like I'm dying in there. I feel like my voice starts to stutter. Everything just I start sweating. I start turning red. I start looking like a freaking tomato, bro. Oh no, bro. It feels kind of bad sometimes. Other times it's kind of fun when you do budget. But other times it just feels like you're being drained of your energy. And once the conversation's over, you don't have the energy to go up to anybody else. So it's like, I don't know, man. And I've been an introvert most of my years now. I remember I was in elementary school, I was extrovert. I was talking to everybody in that class. Like in elementary school, everybody in the class was cool with each other. Like everybody knew each other's names. Everybody knew, like everybody talked, everybody played. Like elementary school was probably the last time I myself was like very extroverted. Is when I finally got into middle school, high school, where I really just became very to myself. And I admit, I liked it. I liked being to myself. I enjoyed just me and watching everybody else. But there are times of like just, you low-key do want to be part of it. You do low-key want to be part of your school. You want to be part of a community. You want to join in those groups. You want to talk to that person. You want to do this and that. And you low-key kind of want to do something. And you low-key want to be with other people and talk to them and join and all these things. Especially as a Christian. Because as a Christian, you're called to do these things, right? You're called not just to you're called to do such things. You're called to like, spread the word. You're called to love people, right? You're called to love your neighbor. But the thing about me, it's not I love my neighbor, yeah, but how can I show my neighbor that I love him? Because I do love him. Everybody I go to school with, everybody I pass in the hallways, I low-key be passing him. I'd be like, yo fam, I love you. In my head I'd be saying that. I'm like, I love you. I'm like, but how can they know that? How can they know that I love them? Because I can't even look at him in the eyes, because I'm getting better at it, but I always look down. Whenever I walk the hallways, I always walk like this. Like I always just like cut down or whatever, or you're like halfway there and then a little bit here. Like it's never full on like this, or like full on like shoulders tall and all that, head all the way high as Mount Everest. Like it's never like that. It's always just in the middle, low. And I can't really look people in the eye. I've gotten better at it. Don't get me wrong, but before, especially my freshman and sophomore year, years, not a single person that I talked to almost in any class. Almost nothing, bro. The only people I talked to were friends, and that is my teachers here and there, and that is it. This year, I finally started conversations with people. I finally started to talking to more people, and I do enjoy that. I am glad I'm doing that. I'm glad I'm talking to people now. But I think the point becomes of like, okay, but I want to be to the point where I can go up to somebody I've never seen before, say hi to them and tell them that they're gonna be good, and that I love them, and that God, Jesus, loves them. But I can't do that for some reason. I don't know why. I really want to do that, but it just feels like, I don't know. Maybe I'm afraid. Maybe I'm afraid of what they'll think of me. I don't know, really. Maybe I'm scared of how other people will see me. I don't know what's the issue. But I think that's one things that I'm gonna try and deal with this summer. Try and get out of my shell. I'm trying to be less introverted and be more joyful around people and be more loving to people the same way that Christ was. I don't remember a time in the Bible where Jesus was ever scared to talk to people, to tell people he loved them, or to do any of that, or to put himself out there. Literally, he put himself out there. And he died because of it. He could have stayed to himself, not really done any miracles, not really told anybody anything, and he probably would have been able to live a long life. Well, because he didn't, and because he spoke the truth, and he was the truth, and others denied him for that, they killed him for it. But he came back. And now we're called to spread that message. And I really want to, but for some reason I can't. And I really want to be able to communicate with others and talk to others and love others and let them know that I love them. But I don't know how to do that. So that's why I've been an introvert, because I'm scared. I don't know what I'm scared of, truly. But every time it feels like there's something like that just puts me down inside, and I can't lift it up, and you just stay there. So yeah, I'm not saying that I want to be like an extrovert of like I want to go out every day, I want to go out every week, I want to go out parties, whatever, restaurants or whatever. What I'm saying is that I want to become more loving to people. I want to become more joyful to people. I want to be more joyful around people. I don't just want to do like a dead stare on the eye and just say hey or whatever. I want to be able to make people laugh. I want to be able to tell people I love them because Jesus loves me. If I wasn't a Christian, to be honest with you, I don't think I would care that much. I would care a little bit, but I wouldn't care this much to tell other people or to talk to other people. But because it's literally my job to be able to spread the gospel and to love my neighbor, I kind of have to do this. So I'm trying to get better at it. That's why now every time I randomly like pass somebody, well, I don't say hi, or I don't say good morning or good night or whatever. I just say, I just give them like a simple head nod. Really, I said, it's something at least. Before I wouldn't even look people in the eye. I would always look away. As soon as I saw somebody walking, I'd be like you just walk away, or look away. But now it's like I be trying to say hi to people, and sometimes like just trying to give them a small head nod. But something I realize is that other people are also kind of introverted. Like some people, when I walk past them, and I want to be able to give them like a quick head nod, or maybe when I want to give them like a head nod. There we go. Or be able to say hi to them. A lot of people always just go away. Like people just look away. I just realized that. Like whether it be an adult, whether it be another teenager or whatever, somebody in my school, people always look away. Maybe not always. Of course, some people do look and they say hi back. But other people really just like we're literally like this close to each other, and we're walking, and low-key, I'm about to give you a head nod, and then the person just like looks away, and I'm always like, bro, what was that, man? I'm trying to give you a head nod. I'm trying to say some form of communication here, while you just looked away like I wasn't right there. That low-key sometimes gets me a bit mad. I won't lie with you, but I still love them either way. What do you guys think? Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? Thank you for watching. Goodbye.